Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee, and today we are back on my island Clover for another episode of our Let's Play series. We have done a good amount of work since the last episode, so I quickly want to go over everything that I've done kind of off camera while I've been playing, just so we can get moving a little bit further into maybe decorating the island soon. So as you can see, our resident services is in the tent now, well, like the construction tent. So we should have the actual resident services building with Isabel tomorrow. So I plan to do that and start working on our campsite and maybe going for a small villager hunt depending on how long that process takes us. And then I have done a whole lot of fishing, catching bugs, and diving to get some of our creatures ready for the museum. As you can see, we have the full museum built now. I think in the last episode we went through and donated everything to get it expanded. So that is now open. I haven't donated everything yet because I wanted to wait to do it with you all, so I have everything stacked out in front of the museum. And then our 3 villagers have moved in as well. So we have Nan, Bluebear, and Mo on the island. And I will say, I love Mo and Bluebear a lot more than I thought I would, especially Mo. I don't know, there's just something so cute about him. I've been trying to be pretty good about actually talking to my villagers, and he's right there. Let's go talk to him. So let's say hi. He is just so cute. Like, look at his eyes. Adorable. I don't know. I didn't like him as much, but he's grown on me a lot, and look at his little buck teeth. They're so cute. And then here's Nan. I like Nan anyways, and I recently put out my video on the island planning for this island, and I went over my villagers and Nan was on the list, so it's nice that Nan is already here so we can kind of get started on getting some of our villagers. And like I said, I plan to do that a little bit today, but let's go ahead and donate everything to the museum. I'm just gonna drop all my belongings real quick so we can get our full pockets worth of items, and my storage is full right now, so I can't really put anything in storage, but I do want to upgrade our house eventually as well. I don't think I have enough money for that yet, but I can also just give myself some bells so we can progress that storyline a little bit more. So we have like the full storage, and then I'll probably give myself, I don't think I'll actually need a storage shed because I can just inject the items into the game that I want. But let's go ahead and get started on the creatures. And some of these I couldn't remember which ones I donated to the museum to get it upgraded in the first place. So I might have a couple duplicates of items, but I try to keep track of which ones I had put in this pile, but we also have some over by resident services, and I believe it helps with your star rating, so I won't be mad if that helps with that. We also have a bunch of fossils that we need to get assessed and donate, so I'm going to pick these up as well. But I've definitely been grinding for some of these fish and sea creatures and bugs and all of that stuff. I mentioned it in our latest episode of the other island, Booville. I couldn't think of my own island name, but I mentioned it on Booville, that latest episode, that I have kind of been playing this game in my free time to relax and catch bugs because I haven't been feeling the best recently. So I've been just laying on my couch watching like YouTube or TV shows. I've been binge watching Shameless recently, and we just started watching scary movies because now it's like officially fall in our household. But I've been doing a lot of the like actual in-game tasks, like the fishing and bugs and all that stuff, and it's been like super relaxing for me. And I don't know how exciting it would be to watch me just catch bugs or fish for a whole episode. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Let me know in the comments, and we can definitely do that as well. But I've just been doing it in my free time. Maybe once we get closer to the actual full museum, and we time travel to get new fish and everything, we can go through and make an episode out of it. I also... No, I don't think we have... I know one day we had Red on the island. I don't think it's today, but we can check. He was up on my cliffs. We can check if he's here because we can actually get started on the art section of this museum as well. So after we donate everything, I might run over and see if he's still here so we can get our first piece of art. But that's pretty good so far. We only have one duplicate piece, and it's only the spino tail. Is that what it said? Spino skull or tail? I don't remember. But that's pretty good. Everything else we can donate, and then we still have a bunch of stuff outside as well that we can get donated. And then I usually don't get Harv's Island. Oh, I was donating something twice. I usually don't get Harv's Island, but I guess in order to fix our art museum portion, the exhibit farther, we can get Harv's Island just to get Red's shop. I'm just gonna drop these items real quick so we don't confuse them with other things. But we can get him on Harv's Island so we can go there and get more art through the whole process and try to fill out that exhibit, because I saw someone on YouTube post a poll which they thought what exhibit they thought was the hardest to do, and it seemed like a majority of people said the art one. So I think the fastest we can get Red on Harv's Island, maybe the fastest we can start donating things and get that exhibit filled out, because everyone agrees that it's the hardest one to do. And I've never finished any of the exhibits, so I have no idea how hard it is to do anything. But I also have an app on my phone. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen when I'm editing this, and I've been using that to kind of keep track of the items that I've been catching and finding and all of that stuff. So I'll have to update the fossil part of it. But for all the bugs and fish, I've been using that app because it tells you what ones are available. Like, it has the date and time on your island, and it can tell you the bugs and fish or sea creatures that are available during that time on your island. And so you know if you're missing any, which ones you can actually find at the time. So I've been using that and updating it with all of the ones that I've caught so far. And I'll show you my on my phone in the game, I don't remember what it's called, Critterpedia. There we go. I couldn't think of the word. I'm having a brain fart today. I'm still not feeling great from my my cold that I've had. So yeah, let's go get the rest of them. Okay, so I think there's only a couple more out here. I have some behind the museum, I think. Yeah, because I was like running out of space to keep everything. Is that everything behind there? Yes. Okay, so we only have a few more. And then, did I have any duplicates of anything? I think only that turban shell was a duplicate. So let's donate these real quick. And then I'm excited to see who we get as our Smug villager, as our campsite villager for our first one. Because if you didn't know, your campsite villager, the first go around, is always a Smug villager. So I actually went through and I ranked all of the Smug villagers. So once we go to see who we get, I will post that on the screen in the editing thing so you can take a look at it. So far I feel like we've gotten pretty lucky with our villagers. There are definitely some Smug villagers that I don't want like at all. Like Klaus, I think he's a Smug villager. I might be wrong. And then I think there's only like 2 of the Smug villagers that actually fit the island. And I think it's Shep, who I said I wanted. And then I think Zell could also fit the island. I don't think I had him in our list on the mood board that we did. But I definitely think he could fit too. I had him on Rubble, I think. And he fit that pretty well. So I think those are like really the only 2 that I would want. Everyone else is kind of like whatever. And I would be happy. Oh, we didn't donate the zebra turkey fish. I'd be happy as long as it's not like a super ugly villager, because even if it's a villager we don't want, they'll probably be on the island for a little bit. We have to donate the seaweed as well. My cat wants out, so give me 1 second and I'll be right back. I need to let her out of the office. Alright, I'm back. So I think the only 2 things that I didn't donate that I've caught was the seaweed, and then I think it was the zebra turkey fish. So let's go see if we have that by the resident services. Alright, I know for sure I have a seaweed over here. but I don't know if we have a zebra turkeyfish, which is crazy because I feel like we have caught a bunch of those. I might have to check in my house because I have a few more fish in there, and then I also have flowers in my storage that I want to grab. So let's go in the house real quick. Perfect, and here is a zebra turkeyfish. I knew I have caught at least a couple. Oh, and then I had flowers that I bought from Leaf. And we need a bunch of flowers to get to 3 stars. So I just kept those so I could plant them with you all. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go and donate these, and then I'll meet you back in a few minutes. Alright, so I just donated those 2 items to Blathers, and then really quickly I want to plant all of these flowers. I don't plan on keeping these. These were just the ones that Leaf had. But if you saw my planning video, which you should definitely check out if you haven't, I think it's so much fun to make like a mood board and kind of plan the island before we get started. And during that video, I had decided that I wanted to use some of the black flowers, like the black tulips, the black lilies, and green mums. I might also use some of the white flowers. I don't know yet. I kind of think it will depend on what looks good when we're actually decorating, but for now I'm just using some of these flowers so we can get to 3 stars, because if you didn't know, there's a few different categories that Isabel will look at, and I'll look it up. I don't know the category names, but I'll place them on the screen right now for you, and you get a certain number of points for every like flower or tree that you have on your island. And a big one that she always complains about are the flowers, so I just like go full out with all the flowers. So I bought a bunch from Leaf so we can decorate around this area and get those like natural points or whatever that we need. And then I've been placing a bunch of items out here, and I think some of our like bugs and fish that we've caught like over here will actually count for decoration points. And then I also put up all of the fencing that Nook gave us after creating the 3 houses, and that's just like in the back corner of our island. Oh, what did Nan wants to do? I went and checked on her when she first moved in, so I feel like they usually give you like a gift of some sort, so we'll have to see what she gave us. A shaved ice maker. I actually really like this item. I don't think it fits this theme very well, but I'll definitely use it to just place around the island. Alright, there we go. Isn't this item so cute? I've seen like the blue one more often, but this is really cool, and if you touch it, it like moves the ice to shave it. So cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and time travel to the next day, so we have Nook back and Isabel coming to our island, because then we can get started on the campsite. So I will see you tomorrow in game. Alright, here is our resident services. Let's see what Nook has to say. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It is 9:27 this happy Wednesday, October 5th. Again, we're still in 2022. Now then, I'm sure you can all guess what I'm going to tell you next. It's today's big announcement. As stated in the previous broadcast, today we've completed construction of the Resident Services building. That's not all the big news for today. We've also added someone to our island staff. Oh no, I wonder who it is. Come on over. Isabel! Hello, I'm Isabel. As Mr. Tom Nook said, I am part of the Resident Services staff here on Clover. While I still have so much to learn, I will do my best to support everyone who calls this island home. Isabel has previously done resident support work, so I'm sure she'll be a big help to everyone here. I've got more to share. The building isn't the only new thing around here. We gave the plaza some much needed improvements as well. Normally the plaza is for residents and visiting peddlers who take advantage of its prime location, but keep an eye out for occasional seasonal events too. Should be such fun for everyone. Yes, yes. Well, I believe that wraps up for all the announcements today, except for one final thing. This was my very last broadcast. Starting tomorrow, Isabel will be our new source of island news. I'll do my best to share all the latest updates with you, so I hope you'll tune in often. Yes, yes, there you have it. New building, new island staff. We are growing, growing, growing. Finding out what's new at Resident Services isn't easy by stopping and inquiring. Of course, we plan on holding a ceremony to Oh my gosh. The new resident services building. We'd love everyone to take part. I believe that sums it up. Isabel and I will be here to help whenever you need us. Alright, so we have the resident services built now. I'm actually going to go into my house because I've done some grinding for materials. So we should have all of the wood and iron nuggets that we need to make the resident services already. So I'm just going to get these out of storage. We need 15 of each wood and then 15 iron nuggets. So we already have everything. I figured it's kind of boring to just watch me hit rocks and chop wood all the time. So I did a little bit of grinding off camera to get all these materials that we need. And then let's go ahead and run over to resident services so we can talk to them about making the campsite. Ah, Kaylee, hello. Welcome to the new and improved resident services tent. Oh, did I say tent? Of course I meant building, and we couldn't have built it without your help. Now, as I mentioned in my broadcast, we need new support staff for the new building, so Isabel is here to take good care of us. You're Kaylee, right? Mr. Nook told me about you. I just started today, so I'm sure I'll have my hands full learning all the new ins and outs of the new job. But I'm already smitten with island life, so you can count on me to give the absolute best. And there you have it, Isabel and I will split duties here to better support you all. Broadly speaking, I'll take care of anything related to homes or other construction issues. Isabel will help with general island matters and resident support. Sit at the appropriate counter when you need help and we'll rush over in 2 swishes of a raccoon's tail. So I find this interesting because aren't they technically Tanookies and not raccoons? Did they just like Americanize this because everyone just thinks they're raccoons? I don't think I've noticed that until now, that they actually say raccoon. Alright, and then Tom Nook said he wants our help, so let's go talk to him. Before we begin, allow me to quickly explain the services offered. In addition to my normal duties, I can talk about issues related to island construction. There are a lot of fun little projects that will make the island a more comfortable place to live. I can help with building bridges or inclines such as ramps and stairs, or even moving existing buildings. These are optional extras for your island experience, so the services will of course incur additional fees. And with that information in mind, what do you think? How can I be of assistance to you? You wanted our help? You're already eager to hear how you can help out. Well, we've got a fine building for resident services now, and we've no doubt admired the plaza. So primed and ready for major events, I have anything to say about. To think that we started with a deserted island and full grown into a bustling community. I want to do something grand to celebrate. Oh yes, I have big plans. Tell us more. Got your attention. Our goal is to have the incredibly popular KK Slider come and put on a show on Clover. Keely, I'm sure you know KK, is it? Yeah, we fantasized him while we were sleeping. I always knew you had an excellent taste, Keely. By the way, his song, KK Lament, is my go-to karaoke song. My favorite is probably KK Bubblegum or KK Lamont. Not Lamont. KK Parade or KK Bubblegum. Alright, so he wants us to have KK here. I'm not going to read all of this, but let's see. What should I do? Oh, I take it means you're ready to hear the details to plan to draw KK to here to hold. I call it Project KK. This plan is mine to divide it into 3 main stages. First, we need more visitors to come to our island. Next, we need more folks to move here. And finally, we work hard to increase the overall image of the island. We'll increase the number of tourists and residents and we'll create Clover, so loved. Word of how great this island is will reach KK and he'll accept our offer to host a concert here. So for the first step, we'll increase the number of tourists by adding a campsite to our island. A campsite will make it easier for visitors to experience life here, and it will make great PR material too. With that in mind, could you get your phone out, Kaylee? Also, sorry, I'm not the best reader. I'm trying my best, but I also have a speech impediment, so sometimes I get tripped up on words. Alright, he sent us the construction crafting kit. And then, like I said, we have everything, so we can just go ahead and build it now. Let's see. Yep, 15 of everything, so we are good to go. Ta-da! Alright, and then I'll probably place this next to Nook's Cranny, and then I also wanted to come to the Nook mileage, the ABD. We'll get 500 miles today, but as you can see in the top corner, I have been grinding for miles as well. So we can go ahead and buy the pocket stuffing so we can have the 4 rows of everything that we need. Because 3 rows just isn't enough. I just want the full pocket expansion. That's usually like the first thing I do with all my miles. So there we go. And then we'll need some more for the terraforming tools as well, but we have a couple more days until we reach that time. So there we go, and let's go place the campsite. Alright, so let's go ahead and place our campsite next to Nook's Cranny, and that's going to be on the other side of the river. So let's run over there. I also put about you can see over there, I put a bunch of trash over there because I'm trying to catch the fly. And I feel like the fly and the flea are like some of the hardest bugs to catch. So I put that there to try to get the fly to spawn. I don't know if it will, but let's see. Alright, this is the spot. And then I'm going to quickly run around the island to see if we have red here. I forgot yesterday to check if he was up on that cliff, but I'm going to quickly run around to see if he's here, and then if he is, I'll go ahead and show you. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and time travel to the next day, because I think we have to time travel for the campsite to be built, and then the next day will be when the campsite is the visitor is here. So I'll probably go ahead and time travel to see if he is once they're moved in, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I went ahead and time traveled one day, and red is on the island somewhere. This is just the day where the campsite is built. We don't have the villager yet, but I do want to find red so we can get our first piece of art. And then I'm also going to go ahead and find all of our fossils, because again, we're trying to finish the museum, so we can go ahead and do a couple more things before we go and see our campsite villager. I was planning to also place another plot to go villager hunting, but I don't know how long all of this will take us. I'm just gonna go ahead and find red, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, that took me way too long to find him, but here he is. I don't know why. I just ran around my island like 3 times to find him. And then I also realized you can tell if he's here on the map, so I could have just been looking at the map the whole time to see if his boat was here. But anyways, there's a quick tip. If you need to find red, you can just look at your map to see if he's here. And then he's going to offer to take us to the boat, so let's go ahead and meet him there. Alright, but we do need to make our way all the way back over to the secret beach. I swear I scoured every inch of this island, and then, of course, he was just like right in front of resident services. I kind of like when the like NPCs that come to visit are like in the plaza. It's also kind of fun to just like stumble upon them. Like, I mean, Sahara like books it across your island. She'll be like on the other side of your island in a minute, but I don't know, Red doesn't walk that fast, but I couldn't find him. Alright, we are here, and I know, okay, this one in the front, the pearl earring, I know for sure the fake one is a star earring. I don't know, the first time you come to meet him, does he sell you fake art? Or I know when he comes to visit other times, it can either be all real or all fake. But let me take a look at this one, because I know... Yeah, see, this one has the star earring, so I know that one is fake for sure, so we're not gonna buy that one. I think it's kind of rude that they try to sell you fake art in the very beginning. And then this one I know has to do with the size, but I'm not sure of the size. And then this one I think has the coffee stain, so it's not real. I might have to look these up actually in a second. But... I want a closer look. I think this one, yeah, it has the coffee stain in the top right corner, which means it is fake. So we're not going to buy that one. But let me go ahead and look up the other 2 options. Alright, let's see what this one is called. The graceful painting. Let me find that. There we go. So there are actually two fake versions. I think this one is real. Let's take a closer look. Also, sorry if you can hear my cat screaming in the background. Yeah, I think this one is real. Yeah, this one is real because I'll put the picture of the fake one on the screen versus the real one. The fake one has a lot bigger of a like woman on the painting, so I'm gonna buy this one, and then we should get that in the mail tomorrow, which is great because then we can meet our campsite villager as well. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and time travel to the next day, and then I'll meet you back. Alright, we are back. Good morning, everyone. Right now on Clover, it is 9:54 on Friday, the 7th of October. Now for today's announcement, today we have a visitor staying at the campsite. I hope our guest is able to see what it is that makes Clover such a special place. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. We also have Mabel on the island, so we definitely need to buy something from Mabel as well. Alright, so let's quickly go and say hi to Mabel because you have to buy stuff from her twice and it has to equal up to 5,000. So I don't think we'll wear anything that she has, but just so we can progress in the game, let's go ahead and buy some stuff from her. Maybe she'll have something cute for us. Let's have a look. Alright. Definitely nothing I want to wear, but let's go ahead and buy this. I actually like the shorts next to this one, like the color blocking shorts. I think that would be cute for like a kidcore island maybe. Multicolor shorts. Aren't these kind of cute? I think they have them in a few different colors too, but we're gonna just buy a few things and then I'll probably buy the dress as well. And that will already be like 4,000 something. I'm not good at math. I actually am good at math, I'm just too lazy to do it. But we'll buy like 4,000 bells worth of stuff, and then the next time we can buy a little bit more. And then the third time she visits, she'll actually want to make a shop on the island. But now for the important part of this video, let's go ahead and see who our campsite villager is. I'm very nervous. Let me go ahead and pop up on the screen who I would like, who would make my day, who would ruin my day. Go ahead and make your final guesses. There are a few that I don't think would fit our theme, but I would like to see. Like Shep for sure, because he matches the theme. Like I said, Zell would also match. Roswell would kind of match. I just don't like his eyes for this island. I'd like to see Rodney. I know there are a lot of Rodney haters out there, but I think Rodney is adorable. I don't want Raymond or Quilson. I'd love to see Pietro, even though he wouldn't fit. I love him. Phil's meh. Olaf is meh. O'Hare is meh. Marshall, I feel like I get Marshall a lot, so maybe we'll see him. And there are a couple other ones in here, like Kyle, I would like to see. Hippo, definitely not. Graham, I kind of like. Without his glasses, he's a lot cuter. Colton, I like Colton 1 because my husband's name is Colin, so it's close, and then it's his birthday twin, so... And honestly, they kind of look alike. Blonde and blue eyes. I don't know. They're like the same person. But that's enough waiting. Let's go ahead and see who we got. I'm kind of scared to look. I'm looking through like cracked fingers. You can't see me, but it's happening. Oh, did I manifest Rodney? I said I liked Rodney and then we got him. Okay, I feel like a lot of you do not like Rodney. But honestly, look at how cute he is. I just think the hamsters are adorable. I don't know why everyone hates him. Is it because of his eyes and his smile? I've said this so many times in these videos, I feel like, but I want a grunge graffiti island, and I would love to have him on the island. I think he'd be so cute. But let's go ahead and tell Tom Nook that we have a new villager that wants to move in. Alright, let's tell Tom Nook that we have a campsite visitor that wants to move in. Like I was saying, I know a lot of you probably don't like Rodney and would think that would be like the worst case scenario for you, but like I said, I actually like him. He definitely doesn't fit our island theme, so I will be kicking him out eventually. But for now, honestly, it's not the worst. I would much rather have him than have like Hippo on the island, who is just absolutely horrendous. So let's go place a home for Rodney. Alright, so I'm gonna place Rodney right next to the campsite because I like to fill in all the space. I think I'm too close. Yeah. Alright, one over. Because I like to fill in all the space, and like I said, I like putting everyone on the beach, so when we go to actually decorate the island, we don't have to move everyone around just to decorate a small area. But there's Rodney's spot, and then I think I'm going to... Do I want to end this episode here? Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. It's probably been around 30-ish minutes, but this is our new plot for Rodney, which is super exciting. But that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure to give the video a like, comment, and to subscribe to the channel. If you watched to the end to see who our villager was, let me know your thoughts on Rodney. Do you love him? Do you hate him? Do you love to hate him? But that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends! Oh look, and now I can wave too. Bye, friends!